Crib so big, it's on an island. Money so long, it's hard to pilot. Being too fly, don't need a stylist. Feel like it's taking too long, and I can't wait to get on. I'm having superstar dreams.
Welcome back to Talk to Me Nice. So today we're going to be telling another story time. But this particular story, boy, did not think I was going to be telling this story this soon. But when I saw the calendar, I was like, kind of have to. So, before we get started, please do subscribe, like, and share the video. This Talk to Me Nice train is rolling. Let's get it rolling some more. Get more people involved. Let's make this a big thing. A big deal. So just like the last story, Kavon was there. I don't know how many stupid things we've done together, but you will find out. This was 7 years ago to this day. I graduated from high school 7 years ago. Again, every time I make these videos, I make myself seem so old. High school has ended. We're just waiting for the graduation ceremony. The graduation ceremony was May 28th. During the week of graduation, sometimes there's parties beforehand, cookouts, and then after graduation there's parties and cookouts and everything. You know, people are celebrating that their children have graduated high school. So during that week of graduation, there were parties. And being who I was at every single one of them. Let's go to the day of May 27th. May 27th, the day before graduation. I had already been to a cookout earlier that day, right? So me and Kavon are sitting there chilling at my house. And one of our friends at the time named Kiera had a party going on, a graduation party, right? When I tell you this was good for us because I lived in a subdivision called Walton. Where the hell did I live? Walton Meadows, right? I was about to say Walton Acres. And where my house was, maybe the most, I'm really like giving it 9 houses down, was Kiera's house. All we did was walk to the party. I want you to remember that. All we did was walk to the party because it was literally 9 houses down. You made a left on the street and her house was right there, 2-story house. We get to the house, it's around 9 we get to the house. But we stayed a good little minute. We stayed a while. People are there from my school because we graduate the 28th and Kavon school graduates the 29th. I don't know why they switch it up like that. There's a bunch of schools in Augusta. I don't know. I told Kavon, alright, we're gonna get out of here at midnight just because, you know what I'm saying, going home. I don't know why I wanted to go home so early the day before graduation. Like, it was just like, we gotta be up early, even though I didn't graduate till 5. I don't know why I wanted to go to bed so early. Who knows? Big day ahead of me. Gotta get it going. So, we're there and it's around like 11:50 or whatever. I'm like, Kavon, you know what I'm saying, you wanna get up out of here? He like, cool. Cause it was really nobody else there at the party. They had already left and stuff. And it was only like 5 or 6 of us there. Me, Kavon, Brianna, and Onisha, and Kiera. So that was it. That's all it was at the party. And we was just chilling outside talking, me, Kavon, you know what I'm saying, them outside talking or whatever. And Brianna and Onisha had rolled together. So I'm like, at that point when it was time to go, it was like 12 something. I was like, alright Kavon, you want to get up out of here, right? He was like, I was like, let's go ahead and, my exact words to Kavon was, alright bro, let's go ahead and walk home. I don't know why Kavon has these particular ideas. And I don't know why I like to be like, okay, great, let's do it. But I don't know. His idea was, the house is right there, literally right there. He said, hey bro, let's just get on the back of the car and ride there. It's not like it's a truck, there's a bed there. It was a regular 4-door sedan. Let's just get on the back of the truck and ride there. And you know what I said? Alright, bet. Get on the back of the car, right? Chilling, you know what I'm saying? Wait for them to get in the car. And me and him were just having a conversation like whatever, you know what I'm saying? So we get she starts the car, she starts going. I'm telling you, it was like maybe good 5 miles per hour, chilling, wind blowing through my hair, feeling fantastic. You know, about to graduate. La la la, I am the man. So out of nowhere, I'm literally talking to Kavon, right? Going good. I guess she started talking. I don't know what happened. I don't blame her for nothing that's happened. Let's make that clear. I do not blame her for anything that happened. I guess she started talking and driving regularly because she just takes off. Now my house is not that far. We literally was going really, really slow, and then we just took off. And I'm like trying to hold on, but there's nothing to hold on to. I don't see how. Vin Diesel does it in Fast and the Furious. I don't know what he's holding on to when he's hanging onto the top of the car. Like, I really be wanting to know, like, cause this didn't happen for Justin. So I'm about to fall off, right? I'm doing like this. Now, fast forward. At the time, I told the doctor about this, and he told me, like later that day, he told me that if I would just fell off like that and let it on my head, I would not be here making these videos today. I don't know what made me say, Justin, just jump off the car. You know what I'm saying? The car is going like 25 miles per hour. I don't know how fast the car is going. But I don't know what made me say jump off the car. And cool, if I had jumped off the car and just tucked and rolled, I'd have been alright. I had a few scrapes, you know what I'm saying? Boom. We'd be acting like nothing happened. But I don't know what made me think. Maybe I just didn't know at the time. But when I jumped, when I was going to jump, I said, land on your feet. The way momentum works and gravity and Isaac Newton's third power of law, I don't know what I'm talking about. But the way it goes is you can't just, if a car's going this way and you jump this way, you're not just gonna stop. So, I was like, well, I can't just fall off. I'm gonna jump. So, I jumped. Next thing I remember after that was I woke up and I was looking at the ambulance lights and them closing the door to the ambulance. I saw my mom running to the front of the car, to the front of the ambulance, and I had no idea what happened. Now, before we get to the hospital, this is, I don't remember anything. This is what was after everything was over and I asked everybody what happened. This is from Kavon's mouth and my mom's mouth. Everything. So the way it went was, Kavon said when I jumped, I landed on my feet and then the momentum took me and I flipped, landed on my head, they landed back on my back one more time, they landed on my shoulder and just rolled for the rest of the way. I don't remember that. I tried to land on my feet. That's the last thing I remember. I remember seeing the cement and then that was it. When that was happening, Kiara went to get my mom and my stepdad, and Kavon was holding me like I had just got shot in war or something, and I was just bleeding out. It's not funny. Holding me like a baby, like he was in his arms and like leaning back and forth, like telling me to wake up, which is pretty serious because I wasn't waking up. My mom ran out there and she used to be a nurse, and the first thing she did was she checked my pulse, saw I was still, you know, saying alive. So, which was a good thing. But after that, when she did that, apparently I woke up. Now, I don't remember this at all. Apparently I woke up and I guess my body was just going through so much emotions and so many different things that I guess in my conscience, I was embarrassed about the situation, so I was pushing everybody off me, telling everybody to get off me, I'm fine. I was cussing everybody out. I'm talking about my mom was out, the stepdad, everything. Kavon, I was cussing everybody out. And Kavon said he tapped me, he was like, Justin, calm down. And when he touched me, tapped down, I fell out again. I went right back. So I get in the ambulance. Let's go back to the ambulance. Back in the ambulance. And I'm looking up and I'm looking around and the nurse was looking at me and she was like, you got real lucky. And I was like, what happened? And she told me what happened and I was just like, what? And I'm in and out of it, you know what I'm saying? I get to the doctor's office and I'm in and out of it throughout the night. And my whole family's there. they get there or whatever. So now that happened at like 12 o'clock. It is now like maybe like 10 o'clock the next day, and I'm like coming to, and I'm asking what's going on, like what time is it, because I still know I have to graduate today. So I'm sitting there like, so what's wrong? So they're telling me this is everything that happened. I had a cracked skull, my brain was bleeding, I had this tooth that's cracked right here is the result of that accident. This tooth is not a real tooth. It is now cracked from not being real, so I have to go get it done, okay? Relax, it'll get done. So this tooth that is not real, this tooth got completely knocked out of my mouth. I was snag-a-tooth for about 6 months. I don't know if it was that long, but I was snag-a-tooth for a while. And I lost a tooth. Very, very, very bad road burns on my back and on my side and everything. So, but like my brain was bleeding. That might explain a lot. You know, as it may, I'm sitting there like, he telling me this, and I'm just like, I honestly don't care about that. I have to make it to graduation, right? And he walked out, and the nurses, and I was telling the nurse, like, look, I have to make it to graduation. And the nurses was like, you might as well go ahead and start thinking about other options, because you're probably not gonna make it. What a depressing quote from them. Aren't they supposed to be motivational? Hearing that and realizing it's getting closer and closer to time, and look, I was telling the nurse, I'm about to graduate. Not only am I about to graduate, the way Hepzibah did their graduation is they would come get your diploma, and then after the diploma, they recognized the kids who had scholarships to go to college. And I had a track and cross country scholarship to go to Francis Marion. And it was gonna be recognized in front of all these people at graduation. So I'm like, I don't wanna miss that. I like attention. I'm sitting there like, I'm really finna miss graduation over something real stupid. Like, why did I jump? Why did I jump? Now, I've always been a church kid, you know what I'm saying? My mom would keep me in church and everything. But, you know, growing up, you never know how much you really believe in it, or like, am I just going here, just going through the motions? You go through the motions as a kid when you're at church. I don't know. At that moment, I just sat there. It's around 1 o'clock too, and we had to be at I think it was about 1:30, 2 o'clock, and we had to be at the arena at 3 because each graduation we had to be there before the other graduation. Right, the other graduation started, so we had to be there at 3, like 2 hours before it started. I close my eyes and I just say, Lord, hold on. You ever been real drunk and like you throwing up and you just like, Lord, if you get me through this, I will never drink another bottle of alcohol again. So this is kind of how that went. I went, Lord, if you just let me make it to graduation, I promise I will never ever do nothing that stupid again in my life. I am sorry. I started repenting for stuff I did in like 3rd grade. Like, honestly, I was just sitting there. I was like, Lord, just please. I've never felt like I had to do that. I've never been like, when I went to church, like 100% in the spirit or anything. I just kind of went with the motions. And then after I prayed, literally 10 seconds after I prayed, the doctor walked back in there to do something. Like, he walked back in there, like, threw the curtains open. And I guess he was about to start like cleaning up. He looked at me. He said, what are you still here for? I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, I've been cleared you. Your brain stopped bleeding. You can go. All you gotta do is pee in the cup. What? I got up and peed in that cup and it was gone. I'm talking about still like real dosed off these, still high off these drugs that's in me. I got so many drugs dealing with pain and all this other stuff, but I did not care. Literally, I jump, I pee, and I'm dipping. Like, my dad and my stepmom get me. They rushing me to there, making sure I got all my stuff going there. My mom getting everybody to come because she's saying, you know what I'm saying, we getting there. And literally, when you look back on it, I really wasn't supposed to be there. Like, I really, like, literally got in the car, and my dad tried to give me a soda to drink or whatever. And I tried to get a soda to drink. I asked for a soda, and I tried to get a soda to drink. I literally took a sip of the soda and threw it right back up. Just threw it right on his glove box thing. I was so sad. I was like, dang, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't know what to do, but I made it to graduation. Yep. I walked across the stage. And I don't know why, but yeah, there was a purpose for it, and I thank God every day that I was able to walk across the stage. I'm sorry. I didn't think I was gonna actually get emotional off of this. Yeah. So I walked across the stage, I got my scholarship, and I left graduation and went straight to sleep. And it was a party that night I was supposed to go to. It was supposed to be lit. My boy Teasy had a party I was supposed to go to, but yeah. But I guess there's a reason to keep me here, and I don't know what that reason is. Could be this, but you never know. So, more of the story. Don't get on moving vehicles. Just stay on the ground or get in the car. I'm a lucky one. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do subscribe, like, and share. And I'll see you next video.